Hello, in this video, we will show you how you can view your Google Assignment student submissions. If you are not sure how to create a Google Assignment, then check the previous video in the playlist. All right, so you have students that have turned in a Google Assignment. How do you grade their submissions? First thing you're going to do is you're going to locate the assignment. So if you have put the assignment in a module, you can go to the modules list, or you can always find the assignments under the assignment tab. In my example here, this is the assignment that I want to grade. When I click on the assignment, it's going to load the Google Assignments dashboard within the assignment window. From here, I can see that I have two students that have submitted their work. One is already graded, one is not. For this example, I turned on the Originality reports to check for plagiarism, and you can see that I have one student that has 10 flagged passages. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at this student who has submitted that I have not scored yet. So in order to view the student's submissions, I'm going to click on that student's name, and it's going to take me to the assignments dashboard. So it does look a little different from the Speedgrader. From here, I can look at the student submission, and then I can come over to the right side of the screen and actually score this student. Now, if I did attach a rubric, and I did for this one, I can quickly use that rubric to grade the student's submission. You can also see that this student does not have any flagged passages, meaning that there's no recognizable text that's somewhere on the World Wide Web for plagiarism. I can give the student feedback here. It is only going to be text feedback at this time. So I'm going to just give some feedback, and the student will be able to see this feedback when I submit. Now, at the top of this window, you will see the word return. When a student submits a Google assignment, they are locked out of that assignment until the teacher returns it to them. So basically, the student cannot make updates at the last moment. That when they return that in, it is locked. So if I want to give that student feedback, maybe they need to add a little bit more information, I can simply click on return, and that will allow the student to be able to turn in another draft to me. So I'm going to go ahead and click on return, and it's going to tell you that they'll be notified. We're going to click on return. So now, when that pulls up here, the student will be the one that has access to the document. So you can see that return is grayed out now, and that student could resubmit if they so choose. So let's go back and take a look at our other submission that we had. So this particular student submitted, and it's been graded, but let's take a look at the difference between this student and the other student. We can see that this particular student has 10 flagged passages. So because the Originality reports were turned on for this assignment, it did that search, and it found that this student most likely plagiarized. So we're going to see exactly what was flagged. So to do that, I'm going to click on that little blue link there, and it's going to pull up, and it's going to show me that there are 10 flagged passages. So this is where you as a teacher maybe need to have a conversation with a student. Maybe those are things that need to be cited, and that's a good conversation to have with the students. If I want to know specifically what content was matched, you can see exactly here by just clicking on that little arrow. It'll tell you the exact same wording and where that match was found, and it will even give you a link to that particular content. So that is how you can check the Originality reports. One other thing to note is we go into the assignment inside of Canvas, you do have the Speedgrader option. Okay, if you click on Speedgrader, You will be able to score the student's report right here. This will still work, but you won't be able to see the student's submission. So that's why it's great for you to just click on the student's name inside the Canvas window. And what I mean by that is clicking it from here. That way it will pull up the student's submission and give you that kind of almost like Speedgrader does on the right-hand side of the screen, where you're able to put in a score. So you can use Speedgrader within Canvas, but you won't be able to see the student's submission. So you don't have to worry about putting it in two places, because if you put it in the assignments page within the assignments tab here, so if I put that score here, all right, the student will go into your grade book, and the student will be able to see that. So that is an overview of how you view and grade student submissions within Google Assignments through Canvas.